main character and the male lead, they find enough evidence or contradictions to prove that the therapist's ex-husband's secretary was not a victim involved in the last murder case, and they want to reopen her case. And the vice chief is the one who can give them that decision if they can open the case or not. And the vice chief is the therapist's ex-father-in-law. And he even gone to his son, questioning his son, hey, are you involved in this shit? And his son's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you are. The victim was killed by you, or at least killed by Miss T, and used to blackmail you, fucking retard. The therapist's ex-husband goes to Miss T. He's like, oh, if they look into this case, we're screwed. And she's like, get evidence against the main character to keep the main character from looking into the case. So he does. And he goes by using his ex-wife and getting into her office and finding the envelope he learned from his son that she was originally planning to send to the director, but decided against it, instead sent that report against the main character. He gets hold of the envelope, reads the envelope, discovers about the main character's, brain transfer shit, and hands it over to the director to keep the main character from looking into the case. And the main character is suspended over that shit. Yes. Fuck this bitch. And why didn't the therapist get rid of it? Why the fuck did she not get rid of that shit? The director calls the main character's ex-boss to his office to question everything about the information in the envelope. If it's true, the ex-boss is like, yes, it's true. And the director wants the main character to be executed. And the ex-boss is like, no, have me suspended, give him a chance to prove himself, even though the main character has repeatedly proved himself throughout these cases, that he's going to willingly sacrifice himself for the better of others. But no, that's not enough. His ex-boss is like, suspend me, have the main character prove himself. And one of the ways the main character can prove himself is by marrying the therapist, because the main character used to be quote-unquote straight in the past, because, the body he's now in had feelings for men, and it's only because of the influence of the body he's in does he have, attraction towards men. But if he's in an old self, he will marry the, therapist. I'm like, gross, disgusting. That's your way to prove he's still a good person, by marrying a woman? Yeah, no. All the good deeds he's done at this entire time is not proof enough for you guys. Fuck all of you. The first doctor and the childhood friend, they're about to get married, and the main character is supposed to be their best man. And, the therapist thought, everything, after she learns that the main character's fucked over, she's like, yeah, I'm going to willingly marry the main character, because, yeah, she still has feelings for the main character, and this is one way she can tie the main character to herself, and also her way to pay the main character back, because it's her fault the main character got himself into this situation. And at their wedding, at the childhood friends and the first doctor's wedding, she informs the main character about everything, about the whole truth, and is like, you have to marry me if you want to stay alive. And the main character's like, what? And, they're at the wedding ceremony, they're all sitting down to eat, and, the ex-husband tries to force the main character to eat shellfish because it used to be the main character's favorite food until he's now in the new body that's allergic to the food. And she, again, stands up and tells everyone, me and the main character's getting married. And the main character's like, no, I'm not going to have you sacrifice yourself for me. No, and tells everyone, she's kidding. She's basically kidding. No, we're not getting married. And he runs off to go after his husband, because his husband is dropping off the neurosurgeon, who's still trying to convince the male lead to leave with him, because the main character doesn't deserve the male lead. And the male lead's like, no, I'm not going with you. And the male lead decides instead to go to Thailand instead of America, because he has to find the con artist. Him and the con artist has been kept in contact this entire time. And out of nowhere, she stopped contacting him. And she stopped contacting him after someone was tailing her, she was getting creeped out. She thought someone was stalking her. And she told the male lead. And then she stopped contacting him, and he is going to Thailand to find her. When the main character finds out that the male lead went to Thailand, he chases the male lead down to Thailand to be with his husband and help his husband find the con artist. The main character ends up getting himself stuck on another case when he arrives to Thailand, the death of a chemistry teacher, and he also learns that an actor has gone missing. So he's not just searching for the con artist and for his husband, he's going to have to search for this actor and solve the case of this chemistry teacher. And the chemistry teacher was found out to be a human trafficker, or involved in human trafficking. Yeah. Which they think the actor has been kidnapped by human traffickers, and that's probably what the con artist got, also kidnapped by traffickers. So he has to get himself involved in this case to find both of them. Yeah. Main character's working with a soon-to-be retired cop. The main character used to work with this cop during his undercover days, and while looking into the chemistry teacher's murder, they find a note or puzzle left by the chemistry teacher that leads them to the Sin House. There they meet up with the actor's manager, who's making a scene, and the main character protects the manager. And before they ran into the dude, the main character was acting like a plaything or a toy to get everyone's ideas that there were cops off of them, which displeased the retired cop. And when the main character got in between the actor's manager and people who were beating him, the retired cop got very furious, and the main character's like, you know what? Go to my ex-comrades. Because they're supposed to arrive too, that they're coming to solve this case, because this is a big, drug and human trafficking case. They're arriving to help the Thailand department solve this case. And the main character's like, go to them. If you don't think I'm deserving of my position as a cop, go to them. And he ends up starting to work with the actor's manager to find the actor.